Well, not a bad way to start an episode with a rocket launch. What an interesting, fun city we have here. It's become one of my favorites, but it does have its quirks, and it's helped me to realize and to remember some things. I want to look over here in the distance. Look at that. Look at those delivery trucks just stuck. So there's one thing I want to do just a little bit behind the scenes. Let's jump over here. So those delivery trucks are right in front of this city. All right. So we log in. Let's zoom out here. No traffic. Not a single vehicle. Look at that. Yet, in our latest city, this area is bumper to bumper. So we just left that city. And look. Whoops. 3 trucks just broke free. So, and this happened in the last season, one of our cities. It just seems like the deliveries were very slow. But here's the thing. All of the great works offer a benefit. And it's been a while since I've done a space center. I tend to do the solar farm just because one of the things that all cities needs is electricity. This space center is it does two things. It provides a really nice boost to the tech level of connected cities, but it also is a tourist draw. So when I'm in this city, and because I have so many, and this is my theory, and I have so many tourist attractions, the simulation starts to generate right about here lots of tourist traffic. So my delivery traffic gets caught up in that tourist traffic. And because eventually everything becomes a 1 lane road if it's coming into the city. I think that's why. Here comes a few more. Now this is a significant amount. This is wonderful. Some of them are going beyond the city. Some of them are coming into the city. So I can't say if my theory is correct or not, but look, they're just sitting there. And it had affected my city to the point where, remember, we had to take some precautionary slash emergency steps with solar power, lots of depots filled with oil. And because they're filled with oil and those delivery trucks had been sitting there, that might explain why they just drove past the city. I shut down another power plant. We've got that power plant. So, and I think that was over the course of one or two episodes where we really allocated some resources, some time, some money to just safeguarding this city from an electricity standpoint. So, just it's just interesting to point out. And then the other thing, when we also talk about this great work, is before a launch, and I don't know if you've noticed it, but before a launch, there will be an icon over here that talks about a launch is upcoming. And once the launch happens, then we get a bonus. It hasn't happened every single time, but twice now. It happened once in this city, and it's happened once over here. But once the countdown gets to 0, and it's time for that cutscene, if you will, of a rocket launch, the game just shuts down. Um, when it happened over here, I wasn't sure what was going on. I wasn't sure, and I may have mentioned that I thought maybe I even lost the city, and I was worried. Did I lose the region? I logged out. I went over there, logged in, saved the game file, logged back in, and eventually I got it to work. Through editing, you didn't have to experience it, but the same thing happened here, in which I had a launch, and right at the moment that the launch took place, the game just logged me out completely. I went to my desktop. So it's just a interesting little quirk, and it's a reminder of why I tend to stick with the solar farm. The game, the simulation says, "Oh great, you have a space center. We're going to send so many tourists your way that it's going to clog up your traffic." And secondary is a rocket launch is going to crash your game. Uh, our very first region that we worked on, the arcology. Great, you've got an arcology. The city closest to the arcology. We're going to send so many people that we're going to clog up the roads. The airport brings in tourists, it sends out cargo. I'm trying to think if we've done an airport in any of our seasons, but I do remember in past, um, when I'm playing offline, I think the airport's up and running, and a criminal makes it to the airport, and the airport's shut down. And actually, I think we've had a couple of instances where it's a virus. A virus hits the computers at the Space Center, and it's shut down. So the arcology, the Space Center, and the airport, they have wonderful benefits, wonderful pros, but those cons can be just, they can be something, you know. I am convinced that traffic sitting out there, oh, only one truck. Is it? No, two trucks, looks like. I'm convinced that is because of the Space Center. So that tells me that when we move to this city plot here, that's going to be something that we're going to encounter as far as launches, because I can't stop launches from happening. I may or may not make this a tourist city, but when we move out to the rest of the region, that's a very good reason and very good reasoning for why we will be doing solar farms. Just don't run into any issues like I do with the other great works. So, all right, just a little bit of what I've been dealing with in between episodes, in between recordings, because I'm not going to obviously upload a city crashing or shutting down, but Just wanted to point that out. Downtown is growing, and I absolutely love it. We have a couple of buildings that have yet to upgrade, but look at this. We've got, what's this, 8 high rises. We've got one building here that is literally ready to go and upgrade. We've got some buildings here. I just don't know if there's enough space. And this one, look at that. That one's just about ready. I don't know if these two, this one's ready. It may combine with this one, but this is wonderful. There was a time where we only had, what was that, 19,000 residents. We've got a lot more residents now, so that's going to help. I don't envision this being a metropolis. So much of this city is dedicated to tourism, and I haven't decided if I want this to. I think if this area becomes high rise, it's not going to work as well as I really want this to be the high rise. I'm trying to figure out why this building, unless it's growing on the side of this, yeah. And that's fine. That's fine. Just one building actually kind of looks kind of nice like that. But I really think that this is where I want my large concentration of high rises to be. So, really good. I've said it before, I'm loving this city. So, let's see how we're doing. Wow, 92%. Look, we're on a nice. Okay, we're growing. We've got so many jobs. Gambling. How are we doing with our gambling? Oops, that's not. Okay. Crime. We've got plenty of jail cells there. This one may be full, but that's fine. Is there anything that we're getting low with? We've got plenty of power, water, sewage. Early morning, and we are nearly complete with garbage collection. Good, good. Okay. I still feel like somewhere over here we should have health. I almost put it there. Zero crimes committed, so we're catching them. If he makes it home, committed crime. Can't click on him now. Committed crime, returning home. Did they miss one? Well, if I remember to check tomorrow, game time, it may say one crime committed. I don't recall seeing the notification. Look at that. Wonderful. 39-minute wait for... Do I still have... Yeah. Okay. Oh, time for an upgrade. I don't really know what we would... I don't know if we have space. Let's place it. Oh, that's nice. I think this makes more sense. Let's do that. And now we have... Let's see if we've got room for anything. Nothing over there. We've already used that. It would be one of our more upscale. Well, which one do we want? 120 medium wealth gamblers or low wealth. Did we not max these out? What do we want? Do we want medium wealth or low wealth? I really don't think it matters. This one's a little less expensive. Let's go with this. Okay, that one's completely maxed out. That one's maxed out. Okay. This has nothing to do with our upgrade, but we could place this. Exclusive club. Roulette house, does it fit? Oh. Let's look at this. I was not expecting. So the roulette house, man, it's not inexpensive. High wealth gamblers, 80 of them. Is that really worth? Is that really going to make that big of a difference? We're in... Let's do that. And actually, you know what? I thought the expressway was going to interfere, but let's do that. And then let's put a penthouse. All this time I was thinking... Can we even fit another ground floor? No. Okay. Nice. All right. Are we happy? Nice. Okay, let's take a look at this and see what's going on. It's yellow, so it's in the middle. We need freight. Okay. Let's come over here. Oh, it's building. So we are basically completely green except for this. I haven't checked this in a while. Look at that. I mean, you can see the cars are moving. We must have sent some oil. Oh, look at that. We're sending oil to here. And we are half empty, so it's a good thing that we've got kind of a stockpile of oil. Otherwise we would have an issue. And we've got another backup there that we can turn on. Education? Education's good. Wow, look at that. Let's put on a show. Let's do the rock concert. And we need to figure out what we're going to do right there. That spot to me is just, it's screaming for gambling house. We've got all of these already placed. Look at that. Right next to the police. I do that every time. I don't leave enough space for the sign, but maybe we can put the sign out here or over here. All right, let's do this. Let's take care of this. We need them to stay the night. Let's put it back here this time. Let's do a mixture. Let's do medium. Oh, I hope it fits. I hope both of them fit. Let's do a... Let's do medium. And then low. Guess it doesn't matter. We're going to have plenty of space for the sign. Kind of cool to put the sign across the street this time. Let's do that. Then we need a bus stop. I wonder what would grow if we did just a little bit of commercial. I wonder what would happen. We might get just a small... It would be nice if that turned into a hotel. And then while we're at it, may not get anything there. Oh, we're going to get two things. If these two could combine and give me a hotel, that would be awesome. I know I typically put down a bus stop, but let's just make absolute sure that everything has. You know what? Look at that. Maybe that's why I didn't put it down. Do they have a bus stop? They do. How about our landmark? Yes. It's always good to double check. Nice. Really nice. I'm really curious. I want to see what happens here. It's going on 5 p.m. We may not know until tomorrow morning. We'll see. Well, we didn't have to wait till tomorrow morning. Lazy Llama Luncheon, and this is still up for sale. That does not look like a hotel, but it's a commercial location. I don't want high rises here, and I think these buildings would prevent it. No, see that? No, I'm gonna zone it because it's so close to the airship. And a lot of people are going to walk, but let's also give them a bus stop. And in addition to a bus stop, right about, actually we could do one in front of the airship and then one here. Have we gotten the max out of our streetcars? Now that this is developing, I think this might be a good spot right there. Yep. I'm okay with small or medium density. I just didn't want high rises. Nice. As the sun goes down, I can't help it. I need to check again. Every more trucks. And a launch in 2 hours. So that would be a nighttime launch. Start the episode and end the episode with a launch, maybe. This is a fun city.